It is so early.
Good news, there is a community update coming. Bad news, we have no idea when it's gonna be. One of my biggest things, my biggest gripes with Palia right now, the current state, isn't the bug. Bugs don't bother me, mainly because I don't experience a lot of them. And when I do, I quickly close out of the game, I relaunch it. Some of you, that's not the case, but mine is actually communities. My issue is, they feel like a shell. Palia's communities, which are essentially guilds, should have a lot more going on, but it's primarily a shell. They serve almost no purpose except for putting people in a category on your friends list. But if Singularity 6 does everything in the right way with this community update that they have essentially planned, it could change the game. That could be very big, because I'm not the only one that feels this way towards communities. But with that being said, let's get into the video. Singularity 6 was asked us about their communities. With the concept of communities being very similar to most MMO versions of guilds, what can you tell us that makes your community special? Will we be working towards anything as a group? Will we be able to decorate together, or will there be benefits of doing things in-game together? What is the purpose of having one? Singularity 6 responds with, communities are different from guilds because they're intended to have a wider variety of shared activities. They're also expected to be generally smaller and what people expect in MMO guilds, so it can emulate the cozy feel of a tight-knit group. So before I proceed, let me explain the difference between synchronous and asynchronous activities. The former are actual events that you're expected to be present and do together, such as chopping trees or mining ores. The latter are activities where the goal is still mutual, but anyone can contribute at their own convenience, such as a check-in event with completion milestones. Communities will be most cooperative activities take place in the future, and we have lots of ideas and plans of what direction we want to go in. Though it might be early to say in detail for now, the goal is to have communities be a way to represent yourself, your group, and the progress you've made together in Palia. So right there, in the social features tab of the Palia support, they did confirm that there is a community update on the way, because we need one. We need one so bad. They were also asked, as far as housing goes, what level of cooperation and teamwork will be possible between players? Can 2 people share a house and have full access to decoration? More than 2 people? Will there be communal housing for, say, guilds? And they responded with, we've been working quite a bit in this area of the game, and though we've made some good progress that we're excited about initially, we're unfortunately still aren't able to talk about it further yet, but plan to share more with you in much greater detail in the future. So with this, we know there is a community update coming. We just don't know when. That has me excited because I want a thriving community. I want more features added to the community. Now, a lot of people, this is basically their first MMO. I have been told that several times by people in my Discord or people in global chat. They said this is the first time they're experiencing an MMO. So when I talked about communities, they really don't know what should be included in communities, but the people that have experience with a lot of MMOs are saying communities need hard work, a lot of work, and I 110% agree. I've always loved being in a guild in MMOs. I think it's one of the greatest things you could do. The social features alone, connecting you with people that share the same mindset or share the same game style as you, it's awesome. And also, I think it's because I have an absolute addiction to anime VR MMOs, or like anime VR or VR MMO animes. That's so hard to say. Like Sword Art Online, Shangri-La Frontier, not necessarily Solo Leveling. That's not a VR MMO anime, but Solo Leveling is really good. Those animes have me absolutely addicted to the idea of being in a top tier guild for some reason. I have no idea why. But what is a guild? I'm happy to explain for the people that have no idea. Guilds, or communities as they are referred to in Palia, hold a significant role in MMOs. These virtual communities serve several vital functions, each contributing to the overall gaming experience. If you want like a real life comparison to what a guild is like clubs, like your mom's book club. A book club, if you think about it, that is a reader's guild. People are getting together like once a week and they're just talking about what they read. But anything that brings people together as a club or a community, that's technically a real life guild. Firstly, guilds provide a platform for social interaction within the game world. Players join guilds to connect with others who share similar interests, objectives, and play styles. These interactions foster friendships, camaraderie, and sense of belonging, enriching the gaming experience beyond mere gameplay mechanics. That's another reason why I push the Discord a little bit, where I'm like, hey, let's all go into one place and talk. If you enjoy this and this and this, let's meet here. Let's talk about it. Let's interact. Let's game. Because you're surrounding yourself with people that have this exact same mindset. And honestly, some of my best friends in the entire world came from gaming. We've all been in a Discord together and we've been biffles. I still call some of them up and I just talk about my day. So guilds have camaraderie. They build friendships. They just bring people together. Why? Moreover, guilds facilitate collaborative gameplay. By banding together, guild members can tackle challenging content, complete quests, and participate in group activities more effectively. The collective effort of the guild enables players to achieve more as a team than they could individually, enhancing overall sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. I think you guys can kind of see where I'm going with this on why communities are very important in Palia. One, it is a community sim. It is a community sim MMO where the point is to do things together. If you look at the community tab as a whole, it sucks. You can't even edit the message of the day. When I made my community, like flat out starting out in Palia, I was very quick to claim the name. So I didn't even set a message of the day. I didn't set anything because I thought I could change it later on. Turns out you can't. You can't edit and that sucks. I would love to edit the community tab where I'm saying, hey, this is what's going on today. But no, we don't get that. Community building is another essential function of guilds. Within an expansive virtual world of MMORPGs, guilds create smaller, more intimate communities. These communities contribute to the overall social fabric of the game, fostering a sense of solidarity and shared identity among players. Guilds do provide an identity in most MMOs. Usually underneath people's name, it says what guild they're in. I want that for Palia. I want your community name underneath your player name so people can associate you with whatever. On top of that, I would like titles, but that's another video altogether. I would love to see titles in the future though, just like Perzival, Slayer of a load of choppas or something like that. But another thing I want to see added to the community tab, well, there's a lot of things I want to see added to the community tab, but who's logged in recently? Because there is no way I could see who is logged in and at what time. Someone could be logging in late at night and I haven't seen them on, because another major issue that Palia has in their communities is the 25 player cap. Because of this, we have to filter. If people are not coming in, if they're not logging into the game, you have to give them DOS boot and then bring in new people that will want to be in a community. But unfortunately, I can't gauge who's on at what time or anything like that. I can't even see when the last time they logged in, or even if they give a shit being in a community. But in my Discord, we have 6 communities for my Discord. We have 6 active communities. We're about to have to launch a 7th because they only allow 25 players per community. I personally believe that the cap should be around 100. Yes, I understand that servers only allow 25 players, but adding in 100 and having a constant chat of community and things like that, where you're gonna request items or ask, hey, I need help, invite people and sync them to your server, that would be amazing. But no, we're stuck with 25, which makes us use other tools like Discord to organize these things. The game shouldn't require another social hub to get everyone together. Yes, it's beneficial to have a Discord for your guild, but I would like everything to be in-house. Furthermore, guild membership offers players a sense of identity and recognition within the game world. By joining a guild, players align themselves with a particular community, establishing their presence or reputations, allowing players to proudly associate themselves with their chosen group. A good example of that, by the way, is Sword Art Online's Laughing Coffin. Okay, that's not the best example, but that's immediately what I think of. You're known by your guild's reputation. And the Laughing Coffin were dicks. They were the worst people and everyone knew it. So I decided to ask my Discord, hey, what would you guys like to see added to Palia's community features? And this is what they had to say. By the way, a lot of this is going to be very repetitive because a lot of us want the same thing. Marco says renowned for community engagement, maybe community-centered achievements for different activities like all fishing together, cooking parties, etc. I agree to that. I think there needs to be a community town board of some kind that you could put on a community plot, and then you can set, hey, we have a cooking party or something along these lines, and we're gonna make X amount of stuff. If we complete it, you get some renown. There's gotta be a way they can implement that somehow. Instead of saying, hey, we're gonna do a cooking party, there could be a community quest of bake 10 cakes, and you make those 10 cakes, you mail it off at the community plot, and everyone that participated gets some renown. That could work. I think that'd be nice. Having the ability to have community parties so you can do things around the world easier with community members and not lose track of each other, while also not being restricted in party size, because 4 is too small when doing community activities. I do like that. However, I understand why it's locked to 4. A lot of games are like, hey, 4 players is perfect for group activity. That's perfectly fine. I wouldn't mind having a community party. You can only party up to 8 players that are in your community when you go to Bahari or Adventure Zone. And everyone's name's a little bit smaller to the left. So yeah, that could work. I think that could work. Marco then adds community plots. I told you everyone's gonna want a community plot. We've established community plot. I put together a community plot, and whenever we're doing like community day, we all go there, we cook, we fish, etc., etc. It's a good place, but I would like people to be able to visit without me being there. Bean, aka Who, says a community plot with each member being able to bring 1 to 2 soil plots to garden on each to balance for the number of people. Items stay on the plot for community cooking, community bank for upgrades to the plot. Just increasing the number of people on a community would be rad too. I agree to both those to an extent. I think the first one, if every player brings 1 to 2 soil plots, it'll be one giant garden and no housing or anything like that. So I think the cap should be about 15. But yeah, no, I totally agree to that. And yes, I agree. Let's definitely increase the amount of people that a community can handle. Yaz said, I've said this in the stream and repeat here. I'd like to be able to join more than one community, maybe 2 or 3. We all have different interests and groups of friends who might focus on different things, i.e. hunt community, a cooking community, a foraging community. I know being part of many communities might be too much for some people, but it would be nice to have the option. I agree to that. I think it should be 2. Not I think 3 is a bit excessive, but 2 would be perfectly fine, and you can just kind of jump between which community conversation you want to have. Yeah, I feel like that can work, because this was brought up in stream. So what if there is a Spanish speaker and they want to be involved in one community, but they also want to be involved in a Spanish speaking community? Their friends are in this community and they want to be active in this one, but they want to be in a community also of people that speak their native tongue. That would be great. I think that would be very beneficial. Mariana says, community things to add. 1, a community lot that can be built on and anyone in the community can visit regardless of the leader is there or not. A resource chest that anyone can add to as frequently as they want and take up to 4 items per day, starting at 6 a.m. server time as long as they contribute to at least 1 thing per in-game day. A community VC channel to make communication quicker when grouping up for activity. To build on what Who suggested, we could pull resources for cooking, fishing, gardening on the lot from the community chest. I do like the community chest, aka guild bank. I love the idea, a community plot that people can go there without the leader. A community VC channel, I don't necessarily agree with. Yes, if it's only community VC or party VC. I think a global voice chat would be toxic as hell. And yes, be able to pull resources for cooking, fishing, crafting. Red Haired says, it has been said here already, but some community goals or quest system with community renown would be great. A community housing plot would be awesome, and why not mixing the 2 with some community goals and quests to improve the community house? Boom, right there. Once again, community housing. A community plot and a community house by far is what has been suggested the most. A lot of people want this. They want to have a place, a central hub for their community. Bringing in Singularity 6, the community has spoken. Everyone wants it. Stumbling Ghost says suggestions for Palia communities and guilds. Similar to what others are suggesting, having a community plot, adding a bulletin board accessible to every member with lists of tasks, challenges to complete, and community updates. Having an option to display community name tag above your IGN. Community-specific settings, community name, description, logs, ability to discover or search for communities with filters of search tags, skills, and other settings, having member roles, rankings, owner, admin, member, renamed for more themed roles. I agree to all this, 110%. I believe that you should be able to set your community as a public community where people can request to join and you can approve them. That would be great. I think that'd be a really cool way to meet new people. Fox says he wants community plots, very similar to everybody else. But he also says he would like to build a neighborhood, the ability to play games like Hot Pot and future mini games with community members, even if it's for fun with no significant reward. I agree. A crafted wearable like an emblem, that would be cool, that'd be really nice. The ability for multiple communities to be introduced somehow, even if it isn't one-on-one. It would help communities with potential for more than 25 people to still feel part of the same group. Down the road, community team-based mini games. It would be great to see community versus community projects, similar to a guild hall concept, structures unique to communities that have much higher build requirements that require communities to work together on, usually with a daily or weekly donation cap so a couple people can't do it all. Yes to all that, I completely agree. I think that'd be fantastic, especially the mini games. I'm still addicted to Hot Pot. Everyone is addicted to Hot Pot. Let us add that on our plot. Put it somewhere. Singularity 6, come on. We need it. I have the itch. Mishi says, for communities, I'd really like a community hall building that we can level up through community quest line. Fish 100 fish together, mine 100 nodes together. That grant buffs or counts as another skill. Same mechanic and current skills with the guilds and coins. They have some buffs on doing things together already, so I feel like the mechanics are there. Could also be a way to introduce a new NPC as the community's skill guru person. Maybe as she's secret love, Kinley's sister. I like that. I like that idea. An NPC that you can go and buy things for your guild. Not necessarily have a skill for guilds. I don't know how they can implement that, but I do think an NPC that once you're in a guild, you can go and you can talk to upgrade your guild. That'd be nice. I like it. And lastly, Ivana says, communities as they are right now don't seem to serve much purpose. It'd be cool to see some of the following. Ability to be more in one community. Some sort of incentive to even have a community. Cosmetics, furniture recipes, special achievements, events. Ability to schedule events, cooking parties, resource grind, and some sort of message boards for folks to be able to leave messages within the community since you're currently only chat with online community members. Would also be a fun place to put screenshots or game tips. I love all that and what everyone said before. I do like how you can get special cosmetics for being in a community. Being in a guild and unlocking a certain quest could mean a new furniture recipe or a cooking recipe. All those would work perfectly, and I agree to all this. What would you guys like to see in the community update? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear it. And while you're down there commenting, be sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you'll know when I upload a video. But if you want to know the exact moment I upload a video, because I will annoy the shit out of you with pings, be sure to join the Discord. The Discord is where we have our communities. The entire topic of today's video. Join. It's awesome. Everyone in there is just amazing and welcoming, except for Brutal. Brutal is a but I love him, and he is my moderator. He's the best moderator a guy could ask for. But if you're watching this right now, there is a chance that I'm streaming at this moment on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/PerzivalGG. Definitely come check me out live. Let's have a conversation. Did you like this video? Did you not like this video and you want to tell me you hate me? Let me know. Everyone is welcome. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about communities. Let's talk about other updates coming in the future. I'd love to pick your brain. But yeah, I stream Tuesdays and Saturdays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the same time that I upload a video. So yeah, come on in. Let's have a conversation. Other than that, that's the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.